Mm-mm, mm-mm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Get it, yeah, yeah. Get it, yeah, yeah. Get it, yeah, yeah, yeah. Get it. It's Monday, good people. It's Monday. It's Monday. Bougie, 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 bougie. Get it. Cha, 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 cha. It's Monday. It's Monday. It's Monday. It's Monday somewhere. It's Monday. What up, good folk? What up, good people? How are we doing? It's what I like to call Motivational Monday. But welcome to Montez at Midday. I'm your host, Dre Montez. We've been brought to you by title sponsor, St. Louis Organics. Check them out. They're located at 8088 Watson Road. Got to get on with the sharing of the show here. You can talk amongst yourselves over there for a minute or two if you would like, but it's pretty much what we're up to right now. Other than that, hope everyone had a great weekend. Everyone had a good weekend. You need a good weekend every now and then. You need that. You need a good weekend. The weather, baseball is here. It's moving in a positive direction for us all. The baseball is, so I like that part of it. That's awesome and amazing. Had some softball this weekend. Shout out to everyone that participated in a softball tournament this weekend, whether you're a player or a coach or an organizer or a tournament director, or maybe even an umpire. We appreciated your help this weekend. I'll let you know about a few teams that I had a tournament in Bell Fountain Park this weekend. Oh, forgot I got to take these off now. Hey, there you go. But you guys disappeared on me. Hey, how we doing, good people? How we doing out there in the land of what I like to call what's the best way I can call this? The land of what's a good way to put this? The land of live streaming. That's what we're gonna call it. How you people doing in the land of live streaming out there? Is it going the way you want it to go? Did the weekend go good for you? We're gonna talk about the weekend, definitely that for sure. If it's your birthday today, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. If it's your anniversary, happy anniversary to you. If you're celebrating anything today, congratulations. If you closed the deal over the weekend and today is the day that everybody in the office finds out about it, hey, good job. We knew you could do it. That's why we sent you on the sales call. We knew you could do it. Go Redbirds. Go Redbirds. If it's your first time watching the show, I do appreciate it. I've met a lot of people the past few weeks who have been tuning into the show via Facebook or Twitter at W2B Dre Montez, YouTube Dre Montez, and as well as TikTok Dre Montez 63. I appreciate it as well. And we have an announcement to me. I normally don't do this, but I think I'm gonna start doing it. I have a page, a website, of course. It's www.dremontez.com. And you'll find a little bit about me and some of the audio shows from the podcast Who's to Blame, which you can check out the latest episode of that. Episode 42 is up. But also on the page, I have a donation button. And I would like to, the person didn't have a return email address, just an anonymous name. And I would just like to say thank you to It Takes Two. Thank you so much for your donation. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. There's some kind people out there that just do something out of the kindness of their heart. And I appreciate it. It's going to be very well appreciated as we use it for the shows and do some travel and equipment upgrades and that nature as well. So from Willie And I thank you. It takes two for your donation. Appreciate that so much. Appreciate it so much. This weather over the weekend, it got better as opening day of baseball was on with the successes we know. But the weather, we just know that I had a very difficult time in the cold weather. But overall, I enjoyed the home opener and first weekend of baseball throughout Major League Baseball. A lot of tension was going on, people. What's going on in baseball? A lot of tension out there. A lot of things must have happened on social media that we missed. But then again, baseball players don't forget. They don't forget being hit by you in A ball or triple A ball or even in high school. Some of these guys, some of them don't forget. But a little early for the tempers. I like the Nationals uniforms they wore yesterday. I think it's too early to panic on any teams. But just looking at the first weekend of baseball, it was very, very enjoyable. Very, very enjoyable. Hey, what's going on, Matthew? What's going on? What's going on, boss? Thanks for tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Appreciate it. But baseball as a whole, I enjoyed the games over the weekend. I really did. The Mets and the Red Sox. The Mets and the Red Sox and the Yankees did not disappoint. Got a little bit of an angel play. The Tigers, of course. Watch a little bit of the Tigers. A little bit of the Blue Jays. The Phillies, that lineup scares the living shit out of me. And our Cardinals, of course. I mean, we're playing the Pirates. Our manager's out with the flu. That game yesterday got way out of hand very, very quickly, very quickly. But just judging the early stages of baseball, let's enjoy it. There should be no report card given this early in baseball. But just the first weekend in baseball, I really, really did enjoy it. I really, really did enjoy watching baseball over the weekend. Some of the shots, the throws, the sick calls out at home plate on a looking strike. I'm liking that. The unique uniforms that they're doing now in Major League Baseball starting to look a lot like softball. Speaking of softball, there was a tournament out at Bell Fountain Park. Oh my God! This softball moment brought to you by being brought to you by Tower Pub. Tower Pub located in South City on Morganford. It's pet friendly and it's also great, fantastic craft beer and great pool tables, by the way, guys. Check it on out. Tower Pub brought to you in this softball moment here. Shout out to also PSA Softball, the Premier Softball Association, had their early bird softball tournament. I had goosebumps on Saturday, goosebumps. It's that time of year where I did that shit for a long time, a long, long time. And as bad as I wanted to go out there, I don't drive anymore. But I'm trying to cut back on the Uber and Lyft because I've been getting way out of hand going places and shit. But I'm going to make it out to a tournament. But I watched the results through social media. Then I talked to my man Dennis this morning. They gave me the verified results. But I looked at the team list. It was all in it. A lot of the teams and the names seem familiar, sound familiar. Saw the pics. Everybody looks good and fantastic. The uniforms look spectacular. But the winners were 50 degrees, Midwest 40, and the women's champion, Rose Park. There it is right there. Congratulations to all teams that participated as well as the champions this weekend out at the PSA Early Bird Softball Tournament. Man, that softball was out. Mondays were the day, though. See, if you play ball this weekend, this is the day you go to work, you give everybody the report. How'd y'all do this weekend? Some teams go 2-2. You battle back. You win those first two, and then you're feeling good. At the first three, you're feeling good, and then something awful happens on Sunday mornings usually. But that Monday is just to talk about the weekend, where you went, the food you had, and more importantly, the music. I miss the music of softball. The music of softball it was like, shout out to Larry and Cassie, by the way. I heard something about girl talk this weekend. Never heard that genre of music before. So softball music's like 90s hip hop with 90s booty music combined. But the adrenaline's going. Boom, boom, boom. And it just gets you going, man. I miss that. And the food. Oh man, especially in the South. In the South, they know how to feed a motherfucker that's playing ball. I mean, the turnips of the South was something special. Texas, Louisiana, North and South, Cackalack, Florida, Bama. Did I say Arkansas? Arkansas. You know, all those in Texas, they all got it good. They all knew how to cook the food really, really well in a good way. And the prices were very affordable. I don't know what they are right now, but again, shout out to all of the softball teams that participated this past weekend or wherever you played at this weekend. If you played ball, I support you. I support you. Whether you're a man or woman, I support you. I got to tell you something about sports here. That's our main topic of discussion. But right now, we're going to keep moving on and keep it grooving and shaking about our local team, the Cardinals, and how the weekend series went. We got day baseball today. I do believe Dakota Hudson is on the mound today for the Cardinals. I do believe. I don't think there's no way to really tell if teams are that made it to the playoffs, that barely missed the playoffs, that fixed that need in the offseason. You really can't tell yet. It's too early to tell. I'm looking forward to the teams that went and worked on getting someone to help them over the hump. I mean, for God's sakes, the Blue Jays won 101 games and didn't make the playoffs last year. I mean, so that right there is going to be the integral part of baseball. I'm looking forward to paying attention to this season here. But again, the full weekend of baseball was just phenomenal across the board in everything I saw and the fans that were out there. Except these Yankee fans get to the game late as hell. The ones that are on ESPN, it seems, and it just looks awful on TV. It's not a good look. It's not reeling in the fans to go to games when you see a game like that and there's nobody there that early in the game. That right there is something a little different as well for me. But I'm doing better. I'm doing better. We can't expect everyone to go to every game and fill them up, Dre. They have a lifestyle. You know, I would like to give an award, the Applaud Award, to the women that sat behind home plate Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday at the Cardinals game. Fine job, ladies. Fine job. You kept the conversation going, but you paid attention to the ball game as well, and you wore the Cardinal red. Better than good. So shout out to the ladies behind home plate on Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday at the Cardinals game. That right there is being brought to you by the Lincoln Movie Theater, downtown Bell Vegas. Take the whole family. Check them out online and see if they have something planned for you today. Lincoln Movie Theater right there. All right, gave the ladies a shout out right there. You become more of a people watcher the older you get. I'm not talking about the creeper. I'm just talking about the person who just watches people. I had fun doing that on opening day, of course. I had a blast opening day doing some people watching. I mean, a blast. I mean, that is like my new thing. You know, since I don't drive anymore, I'm usually in the back seat of a lot of vehicles. I'm always people watching, wondering what's going on in the vehicle next to me. And I try to see if they're going to, release a little bit of information, and they did not. Can we leave Russell Wilson alone? Can we leave him alone? Okay. I know. Everybody think he is square, but squares and nerds are the new thing, guys. We found out how freaky nerds were, so everybody leave them alone. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. And squares are it's the norm now. Leave them alone. Let's not forget that Loud Lovett slept with Julia Roberts. I'm going to give you one more footnote, and then we're going to take a break, and we'll get into today's segment. But I had totally forgot in the movie Fatal Attraction with Michael Douglas. Hadn't seen that movie in a long time. I watched it all the way through the other day. That's what you get. Hear me out. He put that woman through hell. You know why? I thought, they just slept together the one time and they just put it on her. That was it. This joker had a 4-day weekend with this woman. They went to the fair. They ran with the dog in the park, fed each other lunch with their shoes off, had dinner. What he did to her in the elevator. Oh, you're not going away easy. No, no, no. I got that movie so wrong all these years. His character deserved that. Yeah, you can't do that to a person. You can't spend that type of time with a person and then tell them, well, I'm married. What? You can't. No, 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 not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. And if you haven't seen HBO Max, Black Lady Sketch Show, oh my God. I don't know. This show is on so many levels of funny. But one of the funniest segments that I saw in season 1 had to be when the preacher said, all right now, before we get this underway, is there anybody else in here I got to baptize I saw at the club last night? Oh man. Oh goodness. And then right behind it, they had another segment. She said, girl, you think you got problems? I just can't seem to find a black man who bear connect. Hey, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That is one of the funniest shows out there. I swear it is. One of the funniest shows out there. It definitely is. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You got to check it out. It comes on HBO Max. It is hilarious. It is really, really funny in a good way. It's one of those knee slappers, as they say. Can you say knee slappers still? Is knee slapper a word? We're going to make it a word. We're going to take a break and come back. What I like to call 60% of kids quit due to parents. I'm going to take a little short break and tell you what I'm talking about.
Mountain Man Screw. As smooth as a river flows. MountainManScrub.com. Get your scrub on.
Get your scrub on. Welcome back to Montez at Midday. I'm your host, Dre Montez. We've been brought to you by title sponsors, St. Louis Organics in the building, 8088 Watson Road. Check them out. 420 is getting close, kids. I tell you something else. If you're ever in the downtown area and you find yourself, shout out to Friendlies as well in South City, 3503 Roger Place. Check them out. These people are hysterical that hang out on that patio. Here it is right here, guys. This here is Labyrinth Smart Mobility in downtown St. Louis, Monday through Friday from 9 to 2 and 3 to 8. Contact me for more information at 314-325-9252 or download the app Trip Shot. Right there. Free rides in downtown St. Louis. Check them out today right there, kids. All right. Well, 60% of kids quit due to parents. What could I possibly be talking about? Talking about sports. 60% of kids quit playing youth sports because of their parents. And I think it starts at a very young age for parents. It starts immediately as their kid is born. The first thing they say, if it's a boy, your friend, any of your male friends or family members, first thing they say, you got a little slugger, I got old football, play old basketball. Some sporting concept comes out of mind. It comes out of there. As soon as the kid is born, the first thing that we think of is a sport. Then we try to go along with it. We're going to make this kid an athlete no matter what. We're going to make this kid an athlete no matter what. You have a girl, it's a little different approach with the girl, a little different. The sporting thing situation, it's kind of different. But you see something, both of these kids are little, and you're picking the path of sport. You're not letting them pick the path. I'm going to make you play football, basketball, whatever you're going to play this sport. Not the type of pressure where there's hitting. But when you think about it, that maybe was not the way to go about it. But you don't know. You don't know. You're going about this. Boom. You get into sports. Then the older you get, you start to really get the definition and understanding of teammates. You start talking and sharing information, and all this. At some point, we realize how far this really can go. Are we serious about this thing or not? I'm not talking about the monetary side of this either. I'm just talking about as far as why kids are quitting these sports. Could it possibly be because we don't want our kids to fall and get hurt? We don't want them to lose. We don't want them to cry. So we try to stop that in sports instead of letting them just experience that. And then when they finally do experience it, it's resentment. I think about 10 years ago, they started this whole participation sports trophy. What the fuck is that, you say, Dre? Well, it's a trophy they give everybody for just playing. Back in the day, there was no such thing as that. You got a trophy only if you won, not by participating. But I get it. Times are changing. Everybody on the team must play. If you want to play with the elite, that's when you get into the money, and that's when coaching is looked at totally different. But I'm talking about the youth side of this sports before we become teenagers. I'm talking at age of 10 to 12. These kids getting up out of there. I can't do it no more, mom and dad. You're too hard on me. You're doing this. You're doing that. Then you have parents say, well, I'm only doing that to toughen you up. I'm only teaching you this because they're not going to teach you that. But that's a lot to get in there to a kid. That's a lot. Why are you yelling at me? Why do I have to do it that way? That's not how they do it. Well, you're not they, you are you. You get all these things in your head from a manja to your own mindset is being challenged at such a young age to play such a loving thing that should bring joy and happiness to the faces of everyone. But now you're arguing with your parents. Yes. They have lots of documentaries out there on Netflix that deal with this thing here. Coaching your child. Coaching your child. It's not all the roses. It's not all going to end in a happy story. Even the ones that escape that and get into the fact they're grown and their parents are still involved in their life as a professional athlete with the mindset. But can you imagine a child? 60% of youth athletes quit due to parents. What did you stop us from getting? Just think about that. As a selfish sports fan, what did you parents prevent us from getting in sports? 60, that's a lot. That's a lot of people to say, hell no, I ain't doing this shit no more. Mom, dad got tripping. I got to go. Now, over the years, past few decades, a whole lot of things have changed when it comes to coaching your child. Now there's rules and regulation. There's do's and don'ts. There's an area. There's a timeout. There's a separation. But when it wasn't like that, you had to deal with it. So if you have a child right now, are you forcing sports on your child? Or are you letting your child come to you and say, hey, mom, dad, I want to do what they're doing right there on TV. I want to do that. Being like, okay. All right, let's see what we got to do. Let's find out. We can find a team of what we got to. Let's go about it that way. But that competitive parent, that's hard. That's hard to let go. When you see your child, even just at the family picnic, just tossing the ball, and then something hits in your head. Let me go and tell this boy, throw that ball right. And then and the kid is 6, 7 years old. And you're seeing it already. You're looking at your grandson. You're like, that boy gonna be damn near 6'5". You think it already. But you got to we have to figure out a way with the child and with the parents. It's gonna be some yelling, but these F-bombs at your parents now, hey, whoa. Not allowed. No, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here today if I ever tried that as a child. That is not a public service announcement. That's a DRE announcement. No. You said what to me, boy? No. But if you have a kid now in the womb or just came out the house, meaning you just had a kid, what's the approach going to be? How you not going to? And if you've had a break from a kid, let's say you had a kid, you push sports on. Now you get a do-over. That kid's now a teenager out of the house. You got a do-over because you done started over again and went out and had another baby and you're 40 plus now. How are we going to approach this one? Are we going to push sports or are we just going to let nature take its course? Again, 60% of kids quit youth sports due to parents. That's a tough pill to swallow, man. You think about that and you think of certain sports that you follow and you're like, damn, it's been a while since we had a and you follow this sport. It's been a while since we had a now you hear this heartening number I just told you, 60%. I mean, I'm thinking of my recruitment in college in Florida. See, I'm thinking about myself again. I'm a selfish sports fan. That's a high number of kids quitting sports. It's a very high number. And now, as you get older, your parents now have the audacity to tell you, well, now you can make your own decision. No kidding. Now you want me to make my own decision. Oh, see, this is going to be confusing through my whole adulthood, isn't it? Yeah, you have no idea. You have no idea. But for now, you get to choose what you want to do. How about that? Maybe that should be the approach. No more buying your friends or relatives when they have a newborn baby that little sports outfit. Let's not do that no more. Just buy the old school clothing. Old school, this outfit, it's a boy, it's a girl. Let's just buy that. Just buy the normal stuff. No more sporting outfits for the babies that are born. Let's not pressure sports on the kids anymore. All right. This is an announcement that Dre Montez is telling you. All right. It's being brought to you by Certa Pro Painters in Oklahoma City. Reach out to him today, residential and commercial, right there. Hit him on up. But that's going to be the announcement right there. So if you got one in the chamber, meaning a kid on the way, and you ain't told nobody yet, y'all trying to wait till after Easter to tell them. It's telling me how people want to wait till after the holiday to tell you some bad news. Look, we ain't going to tell nobody we getting a divorce until after Easter. Yeah. Aunt Tina going to be there. Yeah. Aunt Tina going to be there. Okay, yeah. No, let's not tell nobody we got a baby yet until after Easter. That ain't right. So I'm telling you, we're not buying nobody, no baby, newborn clothing of sports gear no more. This is going to be a national movement. We're going to stop pressuring sports on kids. And let's see what they are. We're going to collect the data on this for about 10 years. We're going to see where this gets us. Starting today, April 1/1/22. We're going to check this out. We're going to come back to this in 32. Still live streaming. But we're going to come back to it. I mean, this is, when I saw this, I was like, wait a minute now. Let me read this again and let me hear this report again. But that's a lot to really gather right there. That 60% of kids quit playing youth sports due to their parents. As a guy that tried to play as long as he could, I can't imagine that. I can't imagine me ever wanting to quit sports. I just, I was almost forced to, it was wife number 2. That's what you get, You'll be pressuring me and nut. I showed her. Dre, you lost in the end. That's not the point. It's not the point. Not the point. Not the point at all. The point is, we got to lower that number. We got to find a different approach to get kids to play sports. Like right now, I don't even want to call this spring. Whatever weather this is supposed to be, it's getting that time where the kids about to get the fuck out the house for the summer. Whether they're going to the other parent house or camp or they're going some damn where, or they're going to be getting involved into something. Now, a lot of parents have been discussing due to COVID, they're looking for other things other than sports to get their kids off of what they like to call screen time. Put down the screen. I want them to do something, Dre. So if you have a camp or something for kids and you want to share that information, just go ahead and pass it along to me, and I'll post it on my social media feed as well, and let people know of different options and things that are going on for their little baby son of a bitch over the summer. We're doing kids of all ages. These kids need something to do. Can they not clean up the house? They don't even know how to sweep. All they know how to do is vacuum. So that's just due to a good upbringing. They don't even know how to mop. They don't even pick up the dog poo. So you're getting out the house this summer and you're going to do something. We're going to get the kids out the house. This is going to get them something to do. You're going to do something this summer. You're going to do something. Over the weekend, music and laughter is very therapeutic and helpful to a lot of people. A lot of people, COVID really affected a lot of people in different ways that we're finding more and more about. I'm finding more and more about. But as I'm finding more about that, there's some information on the bottom of the screen here scrolling about a new sponsor of the show, TMS, Transcranial Magnetic Stimulation. And they're located out in Chesterfield. If you want to find out more information, go to www.chesterfieldtms.com. It's great for PTSD and people that were dealing with depression. But go to the website. It gives you a little bit more breakdown of different things if you're a person that needs to hear that and share that information as well. But with that being said there, music is very, very cleansing. It really gets the people moving. And I've noticed through my recent trips to Oklahoma City and them coming here as well. By the way, shout out to the OKC people. What up, crew? What up, OKC? What up, people? That this music has become like a universal language between us of sharing different songs and things of that nature. And Sundays is more than Sunday Fun Day. It's Sport Coach Sunday. It's chilling with the people. It's hearing the breakdown of what everybody's been through the whole week and over the 2-day weekend or a day and a half weekend and what they have coming up the upcoming week. That's fun to hear stories like that. But along the way, music is being played. And I heard of Girl Talk for the first time ever. Again, Larry and Cassie, those two had me cracking up. And neighbor Dustin. Oh, we got nicknames now. We have the attorney, Boiler Man, the fixer, what we call the dude, the voice. There's one more. Matt gave us all nicknames. I meant to write them all down, but I think I did pretty good right there. And with Bam's upcoming wedding and nuptials and all that, just a very unique group of people. It's like the United Colors of Bennington. And the music that they play is just, it goes to a whole new reach. And the body feels good. Maybe because I didn't dance at all at the home opener, period. Didn't dance at all. But yesterday, the body was moving. It felt like my last 2 trips to Oklahoma City. I'm coming to a Dodger game. I'm making plans for that to go check out the Dodgers AAA team in Oklahoma City. Guys, it's been Motivational Monday. It's your boy, Dre Montez. And as always, I thank the people when they tune in and watch the show. Thank you again from the donation from Takes Two. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. As well, don't forget to check out the website every now and then, people. Check it out, www.dremontez.com. Instagram for our podcast pages, Who's to Blame the Podcast. Twitter at W2B Dre Montez. YouTube, Dre Montez. I got to get some more members on YouTube. My YouTube game is just lacking. It's just, maybe if I've put down the PS4 to do more stuff for Montez and Midday and Who's to Blame the Podcast. So got some stuff coming up because we only have a couple more weeks before vacation. Hopefully, I have some news to share about you about the NFL draft watch party. Well, I just cover the first 10 picks, but before that, from like 5 to 7, I'm trying to put something together, a little meet and greet. Get out here and meet some of the people, with the people, and talk a little gridiron football. You know what I mean? Already. And also trying to make arrangements to get my hopefully she's still going to be the new Monday guest this football season, the Monday after NFL games. So we're still working on that. So we got those two things right there. We're trying to corner the market on. And other than that, guys, it's been a fantastic weekend. Fantastic. Tower Pub. Friendly's in South City on Roger Place. Oh, my God. You guys just keep me laughing and entertaining. As prices downtown, the Cardinals are back, and you know what to do, people. If you're going to a Cardinal game and you're looking for parking, reach on out to 6th Street Parking, 1120 South 6th Street. Check them out right there. There's a shuttle right there, shuttle you right onto the ballpark. But just in case you miss it, you can hit them up at 314-722-6088. That's it right there. The 6th Street Parking shuttle right there, good people. And also in Soulard, you want to eat something before the game or after the game, you can check out the Wood Shack, Great Grizzly Bear, Hammerstones, 9th Street Deli at Howard's as well. And while you're there, you can probably want to get some insurance for your golf cart. Stop by Allstate Insurance right there, Jim and Julie Price. Tell them Dre Montez sent you right there. And if you can take your Cardinal ticket stuff, you can also go by the Belleville Lincoln Movie Theater with it right there, huh? Or maybe you can go to Tavern on Main. Maybe you can stop by Rogers Place. Or go on the patio and holler at the people at Tavern on Main. Check them out, brother. Oh, the Office Lounge. Shout out to the patio people at the Office Lounge. CNC Food for Your Soul. Grim and Gorley Coffee. Who else we got? 7 Bar and 7 Sushi Bar. Bigfoot Comics. Cosmic Comics and Collectibles, and the list goes on. Just check out the website, DreMontez.com. Hit that sponsor link. You see all the people there. But until then, people, we got to shake it, shake it, shake it. Shake it, get our hip-hop on. There you go. Oh, yeah, I feel something. Oh, yeah. All right. And we out. Holla at y'all Wednesday, 11 a.m. See you there. See you there. You know what? Go ahead and be square. Hey! Peace.